Hi, everybody. I want to share something that is so easy and fun to do with you today. This is a sewing card that Val developed years ago called Petal pouches. And there are 3 different sizes. And I made up new ones, the small size and the largest size. So you can see the biggest one and the smallest one. But once I share the technique, you'll realize you can really make them any size you want. And I think this not only is good to like put your knitting in, or you could use it for sewing supplies, but you could also use it for gift wrap at Christmas time. And I love this little one for tiny things that I want to make sure I can find them when I need them. I put sewing things in here, and when I'm doing embroidery sometimes and I have little scissors, I like to put those supplies in something like this. And it's also good for jewelry. So let me show you how you go about it. You need 2 squares of fabric. You need an outside fabric and a lining fabric, but the lining fabric becomes the petals. So don't put just any old thing in the lining. You want it to look really cute. And there's kind of an underlying blue color in this print. And so I chose to do the little blue petals. And then I'm making another one where I am using the gold for the petals. So let me show you how you do this. You have 2 squares of fabric, and I've stitched around the edges, leaving at least a 4-inch opening. And always when I start and stop, I back tack. I've cut the corners off, so I've trimmed them off, and now I'm going to turn this. And it turns really easy. And then I have my little trusty turning stick. I got these when we sell stuffing, and Fairfield in theirs puts this little stick, and you can use it to poke out the corners. So I would do that. First of all, I do it with my finger as far as I can get it to go. And it's a square, so I know there's 4 of them. Okay, so what I would do now is go and press these and press it nice and flat. Make sure you press it, and the raw edges that are left in your opening, press them inside. And then you have a little project that looks like this. It's all nice and pressed. And in the pattern, it tells you how far over to make your fold. So it's 2.5 inches. Okay, so I'm measuring up 2.5 inches here and here. And I press that, and I pressed all 4 corners. Then you take and sew, and you sew down 1/2 inch, and you top stitch. This doesn't look like it's going to leave little petals, but it really is. So I've sewn down, and then you want to make sure that you have top stitched this edge together that was left for turning. So you stitch that first, and then you're ready to pull your ribbon through. And I like to leave a pin holding the end before I pull all the way, so I don't pull the end through. Yeah, after you do that once, you never do it again. And so, okay, so I'm going to take the pin off. and put these two ends together and tie them. Okay, then what I will do, and what happens is the little, you know, when these two come together, you get this little bunched up fabric in the inside, and that's what gives your petal pouch some dimension. And I will then take this ribbon, and since I started on this side, I go to the opposite, and I will pull this one through, and you can see how they end up on opposite sides, and that's how they become a drawstring. You can take and pull them tight. There you go. And you'll still have, by the time this gathers up, you'll have this little opening in the top. And this is the large one. I thought this came out so pretty with these two fabrics, and I debated and debated which fabric to use for the lining, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it worked out really well. So have fun making petal pouches. Since I was putting this demo together, I decided I was going to make ones for my friends for Christmas.